did my editorial about trans, which, you know, I feel like, again, a great demarcation between what liberal is, old school liberal, and woke. Liberal believes trans is, of course, a real thing, and they should be protected and respected. Woke is like, well, before they can like tie their shoe, we tell them they very likely might.
That sounded like, that cough sounded very congested. Sounded like Bill's got a lot of fucking tar in his goddamn throat right now. Before they can tie their shoe. It's like a Tom Waits in there for a minute.
Be in the wrong body.
I ran your segment on my podcast, actually, because it was brilliant.
Great.
Yeah.
I love how Bill Maher thinks he hasn't changed. Thinks, oh man, no, I'm in the same place I ever was, but the left has gone crazy left. And meanwhile, he's sitting here, like across from Candace Owens, one of the most right-wing bitches on the face of the goddamn earth, and they're just like chummy and, no, I did this segment about how trans people fucking suck, and she's like, yeah, I ran that segment, and he's like, oh, good. It's so good to be on the same side as you, Candace Owens. I haven't moved a scintilla to the right. What are you talking about? Don't be crazy. Okay, bud.
On Real Time, you did the segment talking about, okay, if this is a real thing.
Why is
sort
it
of showed
regional?
Geography.
Why is it regional?
Brilliant point.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Why is it so
brilliant.
regional?
Yeah.
What is it? The water here in California?
It might-
Why is it I mean, dude, there is no way that someone has not explained this to fucking Bill Maher, right? Because what he's saying is, why are there more trans people in these like bluer regions, right? Why are there less in the redder regions? It's like, are you really this dumb? Like, honestly, no one should even need to explain it to you. It should be pretty goddamn obvious why. But I know, even if I'm going to be like, all right, you know, we've all said and done stupid shit, but there's no way this hasn't been laid out for you. There's no way that someone has not fucking explained this in easily comprehended English of like, hey, here's why, Bill. If you're in a red state, in a red household, and the official position of the patriarch of your family is, goddamn these bunch of fucking pieces of shit. If I ever see one of them trans around here, I'll put a damn bullet in their head. They want a pussy so bad, I'll fucking shoot a pussy. I'll shoot them right in the fucking dick, turn it into a pussy. How about that shit? Versus the family that's like pro-trans rights. Like, that kid feels more comfortable coming out that they're trans to their parents. Gee, I wonder the fuck why. What a fucking mystery this is. We need to, we need to study the ancient fucking scrolls to figure this one out. Why are some regions of this country hardcore Republican and some are like fucking super like, you know, lib fucking, let's just all get along. Like, why is that a thing? Why does that exist? Why is any freaking thing regional at that point? You know, why are there, like, it'd be like going to like San Francisco back in the day and being like, well, there's way more gay people here. I wonder why this gay thing is regional. That goes to show me it's just a cultural thing. It's like, no, it's because they're accepted here better than they are elsewhere, so they fucking flock here, okay? That's why San Francisco was a gay city, because all the gay people went there because it was the one place where they might not be treated like shit. If the social environment is such that you can fucking be yourself, you're more likely to be yourself. If the social environment is such that you can't be yourself, you're less likely to be yourself. This is not hard. This is incredibly easy to grasp. So living in a city makes you gay? Exactly, Bryant. See, Bryant gets it.
Me?
I've been to dinner parties, more than one, where there's 12 people and they're all talking about their trans kids. They're all,
Scary.
It's almost like that's the norm.
Yeah.
And that can't really be the norm. I mean, I get it that things happen in nature, you know.
That can't be the norm, man. I've been to dinner parties where every single person there had a trans kid. All right, bullshit. Like, I don't care where you are or how progressive it is. There is no fucking dinner party on earth other than like some organization specifically founded for parents of trans kids. There is no just like by happenstance 12 fucking people or 12 couples or whatever have gotten together at a dinner party and every single one of them has got a trans kid. The statistical likelihood of that is virtually fucking nil. So you're full of shit on that talking point, but go right the hell ahead.
Mix up at the factory, whatever you want to call it. Nature, you know, I know the religious people like to call it, you know, what do they say? Intelligent design.
By the way, yeah, there actually is no, even if Bill Maher was totally right, by the way, and everyone was going, it's just like, everyone's trans now. All the kids are just trans now. They're all trans. They're all becoming trans. And obviously we can't, that's not sustainable. We can't do that. We actually could if we wanted to. If everyone wants to be trans, that's fucking fine. There's no reason that we can't have that if that's what we want. It's not what we want as a species. It's not what we want. Most people are kind of fine with the body they're in. You know, maybe like most people have, if they have issues with their body, it's like, I would rather be thinner. I would like more muscle. I sure do wish my nose was a little smaller. You know, like I don't like these bags under my eyes. Like those are the kind of things most people have with their body. Most people are not like looking at their genitals like, oh shit, we need an overhaul of this situation. Most people are not like, oh man, I'm like coded for the entirely wrong gender than how I feel inside. That's pretty fucking rare, regardless of geography. It's more common in some places than others because it's more accepted in some places than others, but it's not ubiquitous anywhere. It's not even close anywhere. Like, this is insane.
It's not that intelligent in a lot of ways. I mean, in a lot of ways it is, but there's a lot of stuff about the human body and the way we're built and the way we, you know, like phlegm, I feel like, is very often unnecessary.
I know phlegm is on your mind because you sound like every time you laugh, I can hear it rattling around in your chest and neck and shit. So yeah, I could see that. I could see your complaint there.
Only makes things worse. I wish I could talk to my own body and say, we don't need this phlegm.
Yeah.
You know, I know you're trying to help, but
we don't need this phlegm. As he smokes this fucking giant cigar, like, why is this happening to me, you know?
You know, you're not really helping because I don't think I think it's giving a place for the bacteria to nestle in.
Right. Well, actually, it's funny because I'm not going to complain, but
As I cough up a bunch of phlegm.
And I'm smoking a cigar. So, like, really, what am I complaining about? I mean, I smoke weed and then I cough, but then I'm not like, why am I coughing all the time? You know?
I don't know what causes it. I can't.
Okay, at least he's aware, and I'm honestly surprised he's aware enough to fucking even point that out. Like, oh yeah, it's because I'm smoking this thing. No shit, I did this.
Figure out what makes
but
me cough.
There must be something objectively good about phlegm. And now I'm interested, and this is the kind of random things that I'll research on the internet, like what actually is the purpose of phlegm. But there was a Real Housewife, and I will not name her because I got in trouble on YouTube for talking about it, even though she talked about it first and came out and said she's got like
all these ding dongs have cigars. Maybe it's a blunt, but I don't think that Candace Owens would allow a blunt to be smoked in her public presence. But maybe she would. I don't know. 4
kids. Dad's a doctor, brilliant doctor, but Beverly Hills. So, you know,
right.
Here we go. There you go. So how brilliant can you really be? And especially now that doctors don't know the difference between the sex.
You ever notice that, like, when you set aside the fact that she's got all these, like, crazy takes and shit, and all these, like, spicy meatball fucking hot take moments, like, you set that aside about Candace Owens, and she's, like, one of the most boring people on the face of the earth, right? Like, when she talks, it's just like a droning... Like, could you, like, I don't know, arrive at some kind of point, or could you vary your speech levels a little bit, or could you just spew one of your fucking crazy hot takes and then shut up? Can I go to bed now? Yeah, you can. You might, I don't even know why you stayed up for this.
Sexes, and they've got like 2 non-binary children, 1 gay child, and 1 trans child.
Say that slower.
2 non-binary children.
Non-binary, meaning
they are not bound to any sex.
Cool. Non-binary, I mean, I know that a lot of it's like arguable whether or not that's trans or not. To me, that's not trans. To me, non-binary is just saying like, hey, this whole gender thing, I'm done with it. I don't care about it anymore. I don't really want anything to do with it. I'm tired of like, I don't want to be judged like, you're a man, you're a woman. I just want to be me. I want to wear what I want to wear. I want to have the interests I want to have. I don't really want shit to be gendered for me. I just want to do the things I like. And that would be just peachy keen as far as I'm concerned. To me, that's like kind of what non-binary is. I don't view that as a form of trans. I view that as just a form of saying like, I'm sick of this paradigm. And by the way, I would basically consider myself non-binary, although I'm pretty comfortable identifying he, him, all that bullshit. I don't even care enough to fucking put pronouns out there, though. You want to call me they, them. You want to call me she, her. You want to call me Zer. You want to call me fucking Spagucci, Maglucci, whatever the fuck kind of crazy neo-pronoun shit you could cook up. I don't give a rat's fucking ass. I really don't care. I think anyone who does care is kind of fucking being a loser. Like, if you're a trans person, you care. I kind of get it. Like, I don't want to be misgendered because I want to join this fucking gender or whatever the fuck, or I want to be considered this or that. I kind of get it for you. But, you know, in a couple, I mean, like, once you got your rights and shit, you know, once this fucking, the dust settles, if your side wins, I'm not going to take it from your ass anymore either. Just so you know. Like, if we get to a point where trans people are accepted in America and you start fucking pronoun policing me, I'll tell you to fuck off too. Because I just don't give a shit about this pronoun shit. The trans people, you guys have a little fucking while where you can give a shit about it. Everyone else that cares needs to just shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about what you have to say on it. And I don't care about it myself. And I kind of just wish there weren't gendered pronouns in the first place. I kind of just wish there was just one set of fucking pronouns you used for everybody. And none of this was even a fucking issue. That'd be just fine with me.
I think.
How old are they?
All of these children are like 12, maybe 15 and under.
So non-binary, would that be the same as bisexual?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God, what? You're not, like, why are you guys even fucking like, why are you even talking about this subject? Huh? Wait, I mean, the exchange that just happened is fucking insane, you guys. Bill Maher just said, is non-binary the same thing as bisexual? And this chick's like, I'm not sure. And yet they're talking about this. It's not even, this is not, you don't need to have a fucking PhD. This is not some fucking insane concept. It's, oh my God, it's impossible to fucking explain. This is so fucking easy to grasp. Rejection of the gender binary. That's it. I mean, you know what? What am I... There comes a point in life, I think, for some of these people where the neuroplasticity to grasp a concept with which they're not already familiar just seems to go away. I hope that never happens to me. I hope there never comes a point where I am just like completely incapable of grasping a fucking simple concept. Like, here it is, TJ. It's this thing. It's this principle. I'm like, oh shit, is this some high-level PhD shit that I gotta go to college for 4 years to get? No, it literally can be explained in a sentence or two. Here you go. And I'm like, oh shit, I still don't fucking get it. When I reach that point, please throw me off a cliff or something. Tie a fucking anchor around me and throw me in the ocean. Shoot me into the sun. Do something with me. Or better yet, just hook me up to the fucking Matrix. I'm gonna fucking Instagram strip club where every fucking giant ass Instagram model that I follow is just there like fucking dancing for me all day. And I'm just like laid back drooling like, oh, big butt. Like, go ahead. I at the point where it's just like non-binary, huh? Is that bisexual or what is that? Like, at the point where it gets to there, I'm no longer capable of fucking having an opinion on anything. Like, I should not be listened to anymore. Throw me away. Roll me off the fucking edge of the cliff. I'm not, look, if you are a conservative person, I'll make this clear. This is not ideological, okay? If you're a conservative person and you think, man, this gender fucking non-binary shit is a bunch of hogwash, and you just hate it, and you have a fucking grievance with it, go ahead and have that. But at least understand the fucking term and be able to argue with what it actually fucking is. Because if you don't even understand what it is, then how the fuck can I take even remotely seriously your objection to it? Some kids identified as something I don't even understand what it is. Therefore, I'm against it. It's like, huh? I don't understand, man.